like we have our draft order, boys. Looks like number 1, Cody. 2, Tim. 3, Matt and I. Number 4, Austin. Boo. That's all right. Thank you guys for voting in the chat.
Is this a snake draft? Do I get 4 and 5?
No.
Are we doing this NFL draft where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, I think that's how we.
4.
Yeah.
we need a Bills fan to come in here so that way they can negotiate a into the first round trade with you or something, because that's kind of Chiefs tradition, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
And then it looks like we have our first comment on that. Reseeding is a knee-jerk reaction to the NFC North from last year. You will always have to, the heavy divisions and weak divisions, just keep it simple. No, I agree with that. And again, it seems to be the same kind of weak division each year, right? Like Cody had mentioned with the NFC South. And I think the North last year was kind of I don't remember really seeing that often where both teams were kind of in the 13, 14 win range where all they needed to do was win a game. I mean, like you guys were talking about earlier, just win your games, and we're not having this discussion at all. So that was a good question there by Matt. We have our draft order. Does anybody else have anything to say before we get going?
Hey, if I may tell a little story, just real quick. So I was interacting with a bigger podcaster's Instagram page, and he put me in this group. Well, it's nothing but Raider fans. Just going down, it's just Raider. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, man, I really do appreciate this. I really do. But you do know I'm not a Raider guy, right? I'm a Chargers fan. And he's like, no, it's cool. I will say, reading some of the comments today in that chat, there are some very humble Raider fans out there that I didn't think actually existed. I thought it was just all trash talking Raider fans. So I want to tip my hat off to the real Raider fans that actually, aren't like, oh yeah, we're going to dominate, blah, blah, blah. No, there's actually some fans that are like, hey, if we get 4 wins, I would be ecstatic. Anything over 4 wins, I'm happy with. So I just, it was a really cool story I wanted to share with you guys. I'm in a group of nothing but Raider fans. So
sounds awful.
I don't respond a lot. I just post my link, really, honestly.
Yeah, right. And I had mentioned yesterday that Chiefs and Broncos. I want to interact with the Raiders and Chargers fans. I really do, just because not only it really is a fun division when you think about it, guys. And we're not going to spend too much time talking. That's kind of the whole point of the War Room here, is talking about what makes this division so great and why. But I do. So what we're hoping to do every episode is opening up the chat for a question of the night. This is basically you guys who are watching, whether it's on YouTube, whether any of the other ones. We want you guys to ask questions in the chat. We'll monitor the chat throughout the show, and we'll select a question of the night for you to be featured at the end of the show. Basically, you're going to hear us debate and or talk, or Tim and my brother, who knows. We will basically pick a question, and that's how we end our show. And that's something that we want to do to get more interaction with you all. Again, this is why we're doing it, is for you guys. And we kind of just, we thought it'd be really fun to have you guys ask us questions and basically be a part of the show, because essentially it's for you guys. So I want to lay out this NFL flag. So obviously, if you guys didn't hear, last week, the Olympics made flag football official, Team USA. I was going more in depth in some of this stuff, which is wild to me, that I think there's only one NFL player allowed per squad or something like that. So they can't basically just make up a team of NFL players, which is what we're about to do, by the way. But that's what makes it fun. But this is the AFC West edition. So basically you have 10 picks, 5 offense, 5 defense. That's the roster size that the Olympics are going to be going with. And
how long do we have for these picks? I just out of curiosity.
Like 5 seconds, dude.
How much time do you need, Tim?
I mean, it depends on. I mean,
don't be a typical Charger and take all the time.
We can't think without his mustache. All right.
Yeah. I lost the mustache before the show, so it's. I don't know where it went.
Please make sure to return it to Tim. He's looking for it. But No, man, it should be 5 to 10 seconds. Like, we're not getting a minute and a half. You're not getting 2
No,
minutes.
I don't want like a minute and a half, like 10, 15 seconds. Because like as we get to like the, like the 6, 7 rounds, like I mean, like we're really gonna have to pick through some of these players.
That's true. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, like I thought we were only doing offense, so like I'm really gonna have to like.
weren't you texting us that you were working on notes all weekend? Like you're the most prepared one here.
Right.
So
I really thought it was
Yeah,
just offense. I thought it was just offense. I'm like, oh, breeze it. Boom.
oh, did we forget to tell you there's also a special teams element, Tim?
Oh well, I guess I'm screwed. I mean, I got the second pick, so like I'll just take the kicker first. I don't care. All right, let's get this started.
all right. So, as I stated, thanks to the chat, the draft order, Cody, Tim, Matt, and I, who are splitting as Bronco fans, and then, as it should be, the Chiefs going last. So let's not look into that too much here. So, Cody, first annual NFL flag football is underway.
All right, so this is easy, folks. There's no answer that's acceptable other than the player that we're going to pick with our first overall, because we need someone that's obviously fast, shifty, dynamic, and that the only player that fits that entire mold is Ashton Jeanty, number 1 overall. He'll be my running back slot, and he's going to be the guy
He's
that's
not
going
even
to
that
pitch.
fast.
And he wasn't even going to give Tim a chance to put Hampton over Genty. He said, screw this. We're getting this out of the way now.
We're nailing this right now.
Well, there you have it. Ashton Jeanty, Boise State running back, number 1 off the board. Tim.
I'm going to go on a counterpart of that and go Jahdae Barron for my DB.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I am actually really surprised by that based on what team he plays for and who else is on that team. But either way, I like it. It's still a Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's starting to become a Broncos fan, I see.
We're going to see his logo behind him turn orange next week.
Hell.
Hey, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Matt, where are we going round 1?
I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball, too, and I'm going to take Pat Surtain, the defensive player of the year.
You guys realize we have to score points in this thing, right?
But you
Can't
really
score
do.
a point if you have a good secondary.
You really do.
All right. Well, I'm somebody who thinks quarterback position is extremely important. I think flag football, though, I don't know the rules, so I don't know if they're able to scramble and whatnot. That's really was my deciding factor, but I want my quarterback, and I want Bo Nix.
Hey!
Ooh.
All right.
Let's go.
Broncos love, boys. Cody, round 2.
All right, round 2. Obviously, we're going to need a guy that's going to be throwing the football all over the field and also a guy that can escape when being rushed. Patrick Mahomes. We're going to go with Patrick Mahomes because whoever my weapons are, he's going to be able to deliver the ball and he's going to get out of pressure defense. Patrick Mahomes with the number 2.
Well, if you're going Patrick Mahomes, then I'm just going to go and take my boy Justin Herbert and get the quarterback out of the way. I got plenty of wide receivers, plenty of running backs to pick from, so give me Justin Herbert.
Well, I did not at all see this going this way at all. Shit. All right, well, I'm going Marvin Mims. You got to have a receiver, and like you said, there's not really a special teams element to it, but you need the shifty guys, so give me my boy Marvin.
Yeah.
I like Marvin. I thought we were building our own team. That was a receiver I used for me. With that being said, I want like a shifty, fast dude, right? So I actually give me Brashard Smith.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Smith over Hampton, the blasphemy from you, Austin.
What?
No, hey, Hampton isn't like a fast back. He's explosive, but he's not fast. Like,
but you have
that doesn't matter. Like you have to be shifty and
He's
stuff.
not, because
Well-
I was bored yesterday, so I played NCAA 25 and I was North Carolina. Omarion Hampton is not fast on that game at all, and I was getting pissed because I had like 21 carries for like 94 yards, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Either way,
I would average like 500 yards a game with Genty when I played. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, what do you play on freshman?
all right, Cody, round 3.
All right, round 3, we're going to need a receiver to round this whole thing out. And I want a reception juggernaut. So give me Ladd McConkey.
Nice.
Solid.
All right, so we got round 3. I'm looking at some of these names on the board, and there's kind of one that's just kind of standing out to me right now, and that's Xavier Worthy.
Woo,
Justin Herbert's strong arm and Xavier Worthy's speed. I like that combination.
All right. Well, for me, Denver still needs a running back. We've had running back issues for 3 years, and I think the notable one on the board is going to be Najee Harris. So I'm going to take Najee Harris.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Has Hampton been picked yet?
He is not.
Okay, that's interesting.
This is flag football, not real football.
Oh, okay. I was just
This is interesting.
interesting.
Man, this is good times. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my weapons because I just feel like flag football, you need the weapons. I had Ladd as my top guy after Brashard Smith, so that hurt. But I'm going to go after the next one, so I want Troy Franklin.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I can't wait until we get a chance when we get closer to the season because I'm actually really high on Troy Franklin this year. I think he's going to be better. I think an full off season under Sean Payton. So that excites me a little bit. Cody, start us off round 4.
All right, round 4. I'm going to need to go on the defensive side. So I'm going to go Trent McDuffie, DB from KC. I think I need a ball hawk out there to combat whatever weapons you guys have.
Nice. All right. So, I got my quarterback and I got a wide receiver. I really want to solidify that secondary, and I'm taking safety Derwin James.
Whew. Okay. It's a good one.
I do love Derwin James. Not going to lie.
Yeah, he's a beast.
All right, I'm going pass catcher. Give me Brock Bowers.
Woo-hoo. Solid.
So just so the Broncos people know, that is all.
Wait, I thought it was only running back and wide receiver. I didn't know that we could use tight
Well,
ends.
technically a wide receiver. Get out of here with that.
Come on now. It's a
Just
wide
because the
receiver.
Chargers don't have one doesn't mean you need a.
Homeboy was putting up receiver numbers last year.
Right.
I'm taking
That's
Brock
because
Bowers.
he was the whole offense last year.
That's
right.
Fine. He's going to
Yeah.
be mine. That's whole offense this year. So.
All right. Okay. I wish I would have known that. I wish I would have known that we could use tight ends, but hey, that's okay. That's all right.
Tim, you're not you without your mustache, all right?
No, I'm really not. Maybe I shouldn't have shaved it off. So
All right. I like the idea of everyone going defense. Does it have to be defensive back? Can we just pick a defensive?
It's whatever defensive player or rusher, I think. So
It's a rusher
it's
and 4
DB,
back.
safety, and 1 edge rusher.
Okay. Well, I was just going to
You get
pick
2
4
DBs?
defensive players, but I guess if we're just going the safeties route and corner route, you guys kind of took all the stud ones, but damn, Derwin James did go. Sorry, I'm keeping track of the draft, so I'm trying to figure out names that are still available. I'm going to go with rusher. I don't know if you're the rushing rules, but I'm going to pick the most athletic rusher that I know in our division. Not pass rush moves, but I'm going to go Nick Benito.
Hell yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Round 5, Cody.
all right. So speaking of rusher, I need a guy that's going to put his hands on everybody at every chance he gets. Give me Max Crosby as my rusher.
Nice.
I honestly thought that was going to be your number 1 overall pick. Not even going to lie.
No,
Yeah, for real.
I really wanted to make a statement with the Genty one. I don't know if that came across that way. Hopefully the audience
It
feels
did.
that.
It definitely did. Tim.
Okay, so I feel like my defensive secondary is kind of good right now. I got a corner and I got a safety. I got my quarterback. I don't have a running back yet, but what better way to score points than to have a big body wide receiver? And I am going Dante Thornton Jr.
a good one.
6'5", 4.3 speed. Let's go.
Can't hate it. Solid.
Solid. Matt.
Yep, I think I need to get someone in that pass rush too. And since Benito's off the board, I'm going to go with my guy, my favorite player, Jonathan Cooper, top 5 in pressure rate this season. So I'm going to go with Jonathan Cooper.
Hoping he'd keep falling. It's a good one.
Good. Matt read my mind on that. I was like,
I'm going to go with a defensive back. I know he's a Charger, and I think they're going to finish last, but I still think this dude has a little bit of skill to him. I don't really remember his first name or how to say it, but it's the corner from the Chargers still. Tarheeb still. Is that it?
I'm not really good with the pronunciation either. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the not freshman, the rookie from last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
round 6, as we were just cruising right along. I like this.
Oh, shoot. This is where it gets tough because, do I want to go offense or do I want to go defense a little bit? This is where we stress out a little bit, fellas. All right. I'm going to need a guy with great hands and guy that can just run a bunch of routes like Ladd because we're not going to go too vertical. We're going to get a guy that just catches everything. So give me Jacoby Myers.
Oh, Jacoby Myers. I like that.
My brother loves that guy in fantasy football.
Dude's reliable and catches legitimately everything.
Yep.
Before then, my brother was a huge Hunter Renfrow fan too, so I think he maybe actually be a Raiders fan.
Hey, come on over to the dark side. It's good and black. So
I will never, but you guys do get a good player every now and again.
Damn.
You know, I just think I need a running back now. For running back's sake, somebody's got to, take the handoffs from Justin Herbert every now and again. And I'm going to go with, I can't believe it, but Isaiah Pacheco. I can't believe he's still there. He's kind of underrated as in terms of speed. We all kind of know him as for his power, but he is actually a pretty quick little fella. So
Yeah, no, I like him, but just watching him run and how he runs, Denver could definitely use a running back like that. So hopefully RJ Harvey, maybe comes like even half of that. Just give me 100 yards this year in a game, please.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Right. So we got to go corner, right? Because we already had Pastor Tan. So I'm going to take McMillan from Denver.
Okay. Yeah.
Over Riley Moss. I get it, but I'm
not sold on him either. I got you, Corey.
right.
I'm gonna show some love to some big uglies here. I know we need a center, especially with these teams are just gonna have legit pass rushers, right? Like Max is out there, so I'm gonna give big ugly some love, and my center is gonna be Creed Humphrey.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, it's not a bad pick.
Also, just so you know, when I was reading the positions here, the center doesn't have to be an actual center. It's just the person who is to give the ball to the quarterback, and then they're allowed to run a short route. So,
well, that changes everything.
Could you imagine Creed Humphrey out there running some stick routes?
dude, I was doing some research, and I was gonna do Andre James or the Raiders guard, and then I was reading the rules, and I was like, oh wait, it can be almost anybody. And so I was like, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have a center out there, but I don't know if that'll work. So
the rusher can just rush the quarterback. Anyway,
They start 7 yards back either way.
Okay. So then I'm obviously not going to pick a center, a true traditional center. If they just hand the quarterback and run like a little route, I'm going to want somebody who did that for a couple years in Jacksonville. He would catch 13 passes for 44 yards from Trevor Lawrence. Give me Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram. Nice.
it's a good one.
Rolling right along, round 6, Cody.
All right. I feel like I need to go defense over here, so I'm going to go the DB, Dante Jackson, to go opposite of my other guy who I just already forgot. I wrote it down. Oh, McDuffie. Excuse me.
Nice. I was actually going to take him right there, so that was a good pick. I'm going to go with another shifty wide receiver. He
Just
doesn't
gonna be your
produce.
center then?
No, I still got a wide receiver spot.
You have Worthy, Thornton, and Pacheco. We only had 3 receiver running back slots.
Well,
All right, everyone-
that changes everything. Okay, so just give me Khalil Mack because I don't want to hold anything up. Just give me Khalil Mack.
All reliable.
I mean, I still love Khalil Mack.
I like Lil Mac. Matt, I think you're up.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the other GM to Corey and mine's draft. And this is Aiden. And he has decided that we're going to take Talanoa Hufanga as our
Ooh.
safety.
You're gonna make me spell that.
Don't pretend like you can spell, Austin.
Just sound it out.
It's not right, but I know what I mean when I put it. So my next one, I'm obviously going to need one more pass catcher. I'm going to go with your AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year this year, and I'm going to get Trey Harris.
Calling a shot already. Okay.
Moving
Okay.
right along, round 7.
All right. So I think I need to get a center here.
Yep.
You know what? Let's go with old reliable. Let's go with Travis Kelce. Be a guy that can give the ball to Mahomes and do a short little route. Why not? Let's go Kelce.
Nice. I mean, his brother played, so he's probably has some experience.
Shit, I hope so.
Timmy.
Okay, so if memory serves me correct, I got my edge rusher. I do have one DB. I do have a safety. Give me Darian Porter.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
He's tall. He's got good speed, and just give me him to shut down some of your guys' offenses.
Well, Matt, I think I'm reaching here, but we're going Geno Smith.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice.
That was just in case someone decides they want 2 quarterbacks on their roster. Weirdos.
I almost
Wait.
did that just so that way you guys couldn't, but
That's fine. I would have put Stidham in there.
Yeah, I was going to say I would have taken Stidham, but
I feel
Right.
like putting Hampton as my third DB, though, because I feel bad that he's not going to get drafted.
See, that's weird you said that. I was about to ask if I could draft like Rashee Rice to be my defensive back. You know what I mean? Like we don't
Yeah,
necessarily
right.
position it up, but for just this sake, I'll stick with defensive backs, and that's what I need. I'm gonna get Chiefs rookie Noel Williams. He's big. He's good in man coverage. So give me that to combat some of your guys' big weapons out here.
All right, Cody.
Oh man, this is getting tougher the deeper we go. So I think we got 2 more rounds, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go with, well, I feel like what's trusty is the Broncos secondary. So I'm going to go with Brandon Jones for my third DB spot. Now I just need a Raider and I can complete all 4 DBs from a different team.
I love Brandon Jones. He was actually an underrated signing last year, in my opinion.
It really was.
Timmy.
Well, yeah. I don't even know. What do I need here? I need a center.
Center and DB.
Man. Hey, who's that? Chief? Is it Fulton?
Christian Fulton.
Yeah, let me have him because why not?
I do like that pick. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Matt, where are we going?
You know what? We need a center too.
No, we got Brock Bowers.
Oh, you want? Okay, fine. Fuck it. We don't need a center. Never mind.
Well, that opens up another receiving weapon for you guys.
Sure does.
So you know what? I'm gonna take Cortland Sutton. I'm gonna take Sutton to compliment
Nice.
Mims.
Solid.
Sign me up for 13 touchdowns for him this year.
All right. I need a DB. I'm gonna need that center field guy. Give me Jaden Hicks from the Chiefs.
That was him or Cooks was going to be my pick before I went Geno.
All right, we're back to Cody making his final pick. Right now, you need a DB.
All right, final DB pick here. We're just gonna complete the divisional DB pick here. We're gonna go Isaiah Palomeo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timmy.
You know, I feel like I need like a kind of like another like weapon, and I know I need a center. And seeing how you guys kind of went, I'm gonna put Jared Wiley as my center, who can also kind of like Kelsey go out and catch a pass if I need him to. So give me Jared Wiley.
That's a solid pick, honestly. It wouldn't be me, and I hate that he's on the Raiders. I really do.
Go ahead.
Give me Mello Dotson.
Mello.
Yes, sir.
Mello don't miss.
All right, Mr. Irrelevant in our draft. I think Broncos fans might appreciate it, but I like him as a corner, so give me Riley Moss.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
You're secondary.
Should we recap real quick, Austin? Remind the listeners of all the picks.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and read it off, starting with Cody's team?
Yeah, so Cody has Mahomes and Kels as the quarterback center combo. Then he has Genty, Ladd, and Myers as his receiver running backs. Pass rusher is Max Crosby. And then secondary of McDuck, Jackson, Jones, Palomeo. Yeah.
That guy.
Second pick, I believe that was the Chargers and Timmy.
Yep.
He's got Herbert and Wiley with that quarterback center combo. He's got Worthy, Thornton Jr., and Pacheco for his receivers and running backs. Rusher of Khalil Mack. And a secondary of Jahdae Barron, Derwin James, Porter, and Christian Fulton. Broncos with Matt and Corey. They got Geno Smith and Cortland Sutton for their quarterback center combo. Then they got Marvin Mims, Najee Harris. I guess Brock Bowers was your guys' center. You switched that up on me. So Geno Smith and Bowers as the quarterback center, with Sutton, Mims, and Najee Harris as their receiver running backs. Cooper as their rusher, and then Pat Surtain, McMillian, Halulafunga, and Mello Dotson in the secondary. And then Chiefs, for me, last was Bo Nix and Evan Ingram, quarterback center, with Brashard Smith, Troy Franklin, and Trey Harris, receiver running back. Rusher of Benito, and a secondary of Tarheeb Steele, Noel Williams, Jaden Hicks, and Riley Moss.
And we will post those teams as well to the socials. That way everybody can see it, give you guys a chance to vote on them, and we will
Who won?
We will pick,
clearly me. Not even close. Clearly.
Said no Raiders fan ever.
Yeah.
So we'll post that to the socials. We'll have you guys vote on it. Who won? Who's got the best AFC West edition flag football team? Who would you want to play with? On that note, guys, that actually went rather well. How you guys feeling? Timmy, how you feeling about your team?
You know, I feel pretty solid. I kind of wish I would have understood that we could have had a tight end play any position. That probably would have changed my draft strategy just a bit. But all in all, I am super happy. I got a great secondary. I got a great quarterback. The receiving core is fast. I got the big body wide receivers. So all in all, I am really happy with the way things fell for me at number 2.
Cody, tell us why
my team's going to dominate. I got Patrick Mahomes. I got his reliable Travis Kelce. I got Ashton Genty for a running back. Plus, I got Crosby rushing. I've got 4 of some of the elite cornerbacks in all of the division. Just no fly zone. Good luck, guys.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say that this is flag football, not tackle football. Ashton Genty came out and made the comment, why wouldn't you draft the one guy that nobody can tackle? Well, you don't have to worry about tackling. All you got to worry about is catching him and grabbing a little flag. So, that's probably why I didn't go on Martin Hampton, in the first round, because this is flag football, not tackle football. So maybe Ashton Genty isn't going to be as great in this format than he would be in the NFL.
Well, I think it'd be harder for defenders to get the flag from the most shifty back in all of football. So that would be why Ashton Genty being on my team makes a lot of sense.
Shiftiest back.
Don't think so?
That's a stretch.
All right, we gotta continue. Just know that my team's number 1. This
discussion isn't over.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be all season, guys. Get
all
ready.
Season.
Matt, why us? Why our team?
Well, one, we have a top 5 defense. I mean, if you look at, we have Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year. We have Jonathan Cooper, top 5 in quarterback pressure. You have a guy that Austin can't pronounce his name anyway. So, shout out to my boy Aiden for that one. I think we have a solid defense. I think we got speed as receivers, and we got size as a receiver, Cortland Sutton. And we have an up-and-coming young tight end who just dominated last year. Unfortunately, he plays for a bad team with 4 fans as their fan base. So I think we're going to do well.
I don't hear anything wrong, but Cody, do you want to say anything to that?
I'll let Matt have it because, of course, I don't friendly fire around here. So he's cool with me. Although we got to just be careful nowadays because we might get a little testy in the regular season. So.
Oh God. Yeah, no, that absolutely. Matt, it dawned on me.
We are in the war room after all. So
we are in the war room. So again, we'll post those draft results to the socials and you guys will be able to vote.